Hello there, everyone. Thanks for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be talking about Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. This is a novel. It's been described as Venom meets Joan of Arc, and oh my god, that couldn't be closer to the truth. It's absolutely amazing. I really loved how the story evolved, to be perfectly honest. I think that following Artemisia on this journey was just so satisfying to me. No, it's not just because I love her namesake, which I do love her namesake. Artemisia, she's a nun in training. She wants to be a Grey Sister. And in the world that Rogerson has built here, nuns are responsible for cleansing bodies after death so that, your spirit is at rest and it doesn't come back. And there are 5 levels of kind of spirits that can come back. And each of these 5 levels have their own little subgroups of types of spirits. The higher the subgroup, the more powerful and self-aware and angry they tend to be. So she wants nothing more than to be a Grey Sister. And she has no special love for spirits or evidence. Because as a child, she was possessed to the point where she had to throw her own hands in a fire to keep the spirit that was possessing her from making her hurt her younger sibling. And so she has no love for spirits. And then when her convent is attacked by a horde of spirits possessing knights, she has no choice but to take the holy relic that holds a very powerful I'm going to say level 5 revenant, and let it possess her in order to save the convent and the nuns that are there. Something wants that spirit. Something wants to destroy the relic that holds the spirit because he's bound to it. And if someone destroys it, then he just becomes nothing, So there's this whole mystery that Artemisia has to solve. And I really like the mystery because it revolves around spirits. So it revolves around a lot of magic as well. And the thing is, magic in this world is forbidden. It was supposed to have been lost to the ages. Turns out it's not. And the Revenant is the one that's teaching her. He's like, no, this is high magic. And she's like, but that's impossible. We're not supposed to use high magic. I have to say I absolutely love the dynamic between Artemisia and the Revenant. Those two together steal the show. They are just so amazing and charismatic, especially the Revenant. Because he's kind of snarky and sarcastic, and it really balances out Artemisia's very stoic personality. Because she is very stoic. And I like that, though. I really did enjoy their journey these two went on together. They go on this journey together. He has so much rage in him, so much anger, and she has a lot of bitterness and kind of self-loathing. But together, they form such a strong friendship, and they learn to care for each other, and they learn to really evolve. So they are the driving force of the novel. They are the driving force of Vespertine as you're reading it. I mean, there's lots of misdirection. The fantasy is great. The mystery is great. But it's these two. I mean, you are reading it for Venom possessing Joan of Arc, basically. Which was, again, I can't get over that statement. I mean, publishers, wow. That was perfect. That is a great way to market the book. And as someone who's read the book, I'm like, that is not misdirection at all. That is exactly what this book is. And I loved it, And another thing I loved is, you guys know me. I am not a romance reader. There was not a lick of romance in the story. And I like that. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind romance as a subplot, but I don't need it in my life. I don't go hunting for romance books, And sometimes romance tends to annoy me because it's just like, do I really need this romance in this book right now? Like, And it's there in a lot of stories, not just young adult, but in a lot of fantasy stories. Lots of romance. I get it. I don't mind it. But I do love a story that focuses solely on developing the characters and a friendship between the characters. Not everything has to be romantic. Some things can just be platonic. And that's okay. And that's what I loved about this book as well. It's a strictly platonic relationship that forms between the Revenant and Artemisia. And it's the core of the story. And it is wonderful. And I absolutely love this. And I don't know why more people are not talking about this book, to be perfectly honest. I mean, Vespertine is amazing. It was such a good book. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and give it 4 out of 5 stars. Really fast pace, strong characterization, strong character dynamics, and a really good plot as well. Slow to start. I'd say that first quarter is a little bit slow to start as it does its world building, but 3/4 of the book is nonstop movement. So if you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I will include links in the description of where to purchase this book. And on that note, I hope you all continue to support me by liking this podcast, subscribing to it, and sharing it with all your book-loving friends. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me a Coffee with a one-time donation or a monthly $1 donation on Anchor FM, my recording platform. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.